Yo, what's going on, family? Y'all tuning into another show on the 056 Family Show. And we finna come to y'all with a great topic. By the way, I'm the host, Chi-Town, IK. And y'all been requested for Shay J and Caramel Hayes. So I was able to get the family back online once again for the fun time when we got another great topic, especially when it comes to us being aware of people lifestyle and being comfortable and understanding the do's and the don'ts. So the name of this topic is the LGBTQ at work and in the community. So I'm gonna let Shay J go on here. I'm gonna let Caramel go on here and say what they gotta say and do their little ones and twos on the motherfucking mic. You feel me? So
Hey, 1 2 1 2, check it. Is Shady. Y'all know I'm coming with the raw, I'm coming with the heat, and I'm not gonna bite my tongue. Let's get
We feel it.
Jesus
We
take the
feel
wheel.
it.
Jesus take the wheel.
Jesus, take the
Okay.
wheel.
Then we got my
Let's,
next family right here.
what's up, guys? It's your girl, Caramel Hayes, back again from the 803. Thank you for allowing me to grace the stage once again. Thank you to my boy, Shy. I appreciate it. And let's get it. I'm ready.
Right. Now see, look, these two ladies right here, look, they got that fire. And when they come, they gonna come. Just off the last show. Y'all seen how
answer,
they was coming.
answer,
You say what?
insider. She know what I'm talking about. You said we got the what?
Y'all got that fire. Y'all got that fire. Y'all got that motherfucker. He look, I don't want no smoke from you ladies, all right?
Ooh.
But everybody loved you guys. Everybody was loving what you guys were saying. And man, they wanted to hear more. So I had to bring you guys back on once again. So we gonna go ahead and start out. Shay J. Now, LGBTQ at work.
Mhm.
What's your take on it?
I don't have no issue with it. I don't have a problem with it. How the world gonna lie? How can you tell me if I want to choose what I want to choose to do in my bed that I can't work somewhere? Or why should it matter of who I lay aside about work ethic? My work ethic should be what I display at work, not with what I um live with or who I'm with. That should not have no place in the workplace.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You are definitely correct. I worked for a Fortune 500 company, and if in the beginning, there were there were a lot of, you know, as people would call, and we're going to get into labels later. But there were a lot of what people call studs or lesbians in the workplace, and a lot of people didn't understand it. And a lot of those women, they were confident in who they were. They did a hell of a good job at what they do, but because of their sexuality or their preference, they were overlooked. And so lawsuits is a hell of a thing. There was a beginning of a lawsuit, and it was like, listen, you can't discriminate for who I am. And now it's embraced. I think sometimes it's embraced a little bit too much because we go overboard, where we know June is Pride Month. It seems like every day we get an email with rainbow flags and people waving. And I'm just like, we doing too much, because when you're comfortable with your lifestyle, we don't need all the extra hoopla. Like, just let me live. Like, I am not identified with how many, rainbow flags I got hanging up. Yeah, you see, I got my wristband, but I let you know who I am and I support. But at the end of the day, it doesn't take away my work ethic. I've been on my job for 14 and a half years. And when as people would say, when I came out or when I let you guys into my world, it was one of those things where, because I'm very transparent, a lot of people, leaders, had questions. What is it like? Why are you with a woman? What does this do for you? How do you see men? I see everybody the same. I just love who I love, and that doesn't change who I am. So it definitely is still worked upon, still trying to get solid in the workplace, but there is still a lot of stereotypes as well.
Mm. So, so far as a person at the working in your work environment approaching you, asking you about your sexuality and your personal life, how does that make you feel?
For me, it was different because I pop off really quick. And it cost me a few HR conversations because the question that they were so
Yeah, you
interested
fading in
in,
and out just a little bit. You probably gotta repeat that
okay.
again.
So for me, it was different because in my
You muted
workplace,
your mic. You might as well go ahead and go. Take it out and just go ahead and go with it. A little bit. Okay, you on mute now. Take yourself off mute. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take you off mute.
There we go. Now can you hear me?
I can hear you. There you go.
My apologies, my apologies. The AirPods started going out. But for me, I think in my workplace, what was so different was because I was married to a man. We were in a 13-year relationship, and then let everybody tell it, oh, you just came out, or you were that broken from your marriage that you tried a woman. And so when I would be in interviews for different positions, I got a leader that was like, hey, can I ask you a personal question? I'm like, sure, because I have nothing to hide. I'm thinking it has something to do with work. They were like, no. So what is it like being in a lesbian relationship? And like I told you guys before, me and my wife, we met at work. So my wife works with me. So
Inappropriate.
it definitely was. But because at the time, I didn't think so. I was just like, oh, people are just curious because I'm outspoken. I don't mind giving my truth. But after I went and I was talking to my wife, she was like, so you're not going to report that to HR? And I was like, oh, so it was inappropriate to even, go into that. But I mean, I thought I set myself up because they asked, can I ask you a personal question? And I said, yes. So
you open up the door to let somebody into your personal life.
I think that's what it was. I mean, that's what I felt at the time. But now that I look into it a little bit more, it was inappropriate. I
Okay.
mean, what difference did it make?
It was discrimination. That's more discrimination than anything. Because did you get that position?
Well, yeah. Later down the road, I did, yes. But I think it was because it
No,
was spaz out.
it was discrimination right when you didn't get the position at that time. It should be later down the road. If you was being considered as that for that position, then right when you was being considered for that position, she asked you an inappropriate question such as that. That means that she was basing your performance off of what you do privately in your life. I don't care if you're homosexual, if you're heterosexual. I don't care if you want to be pan or whatever they call it now. No one should know what you do personally at home. Once I close my door, once I clock out and get in my car to go home, my life does not have to be nowhere within that job. My life does not revolve around this job. So for me to tell you who I'm laying with, I should not. That's discrimination right there. They want to always discriminate against something else. That's discrimination as well.
Okay. So you you guys right. You guys right. So far as when it comes to you guys personal relationships and what you guys do in your own privacy, and you shouldn't that shouldn't be based on your work performance. I see it
Okay.
now.
Let me get my story. Or you want to ask a question?
Go ahead. You want to go?
Okay. So I have been curious. I can't say
Okay.
I'm like been on boy, played all sports. So I was curious. I'm not out and we are talking and we are open up to the point I can actually remember, and this is mighty embarrassing. I bet you some people have done it. I don't hunched on girls just as well as I hunched on boys as a little kid. So that's where it all started. You ain't saying that you ain't do the little the gene rubbing when you was a little kid. You can't sit here and tell me that. So that's where it all started at for me. So then when I did get in
Wait,
relationship with
so
females,
wait, you say you was juicing?
listen,
No, I'm saying
listen.
you were juicing. That's what we call. All right, so that's what we called it back in the day. Um,
Okay,
dry humping. Y'all was juicing and shit,
yeah, draw. Girl, I
and
That
can
y'all
is
was
say this, girl.
juicing.
definitely new.
It
I've
smells.
never heard that. So
What
we will
juicing?
definitely use that here in the 803.
Hey, juicing, yeah.
Juicing.
Cause look, you juicing, right? Cause look, check this out. When you when you get done dry humping like a motherfucker, and you take off your pants, that motherfucker be wet and juicy than the motherfucker, ain't it? That's juicing. Motherfuckers just got all type of juice just flowing out their motherfucking drawers.
Hey, I
So,
mean, it's the truth. Let's put it out there. That's why I'm telling you the truth. It started back then. It started back then. That's not gonna sit and say because I actually go to say I am bisexual because I am still attractive to women. A woman can walk past me and I'll be like, damn, I want her. And then I'm attracted to him. Damn, I wonder how it is. You know,
so wait, so
so
you mean to tell
I'm
me,
attractive.
so with your man, right? And y'all walk
Uh huh.
down the street, right? And you know, a man look at another woman and shit while he with his woman and be like, "Dang," he can't just say, damn, babe, she got a fat ass, don't she? Right? He can't
I'm
say
probably
that. She
looking.
might,
I'm looking
but
right
you
there.
might look before and be like, damn, babe, look, that motherfucker got a fat ass booty, don't you? And you be like, that
That's
Yeah.
nigga be like, yeah, you
but
like that?
that's how me and my wife that's how me and my wife is. Like I don't and the crazy part, everybody in the
You don't need to be
LGBTQ
looking at
community,
no ass.
don't kill me, but to me, my wife always says, "You're not gay." My wife is my first lesbian partner, and I married her. And so my wife likes to ass watch. And she started doing that to me, I guess, while we were at work. And so everybody say, all right, yes, I have a nice shape. It is what it is. And so now I've gotten to the point, I only do it when I'm with her though. It'll be a girl walking by. Oh, we were in Atlanta, home of the asses.
No, that's the
We
home of holding your hand in the back pocket. I used to live out there, so I know.
well listen. The girls, they got their asses right, or at least we were getting a pedicure. So we sitting there getting a pedicure. You got these girls walking in with the TikTok pants with thongs on or either no drawers. So we looking like, well, damn, is this what we getting? We got a show and a pedicure. So listen, it doesn't hurt now. If a nigga walk by that smell good, my wife definitely is not gonna say, oh, I like his cologne. Negative. Or if I see somebody that looks nice,
But what you said though.
but that's why with her, I'd be like, babe, what you think? How you think he look? Like, I mean, we have that. I mean, that's just our relationship. Like, I don't want nobody else but her. Like, my eyes are solely for her. I'm good.
Oh, because I'm
Well,
saying
for me,
if I walk past any motherfucking woman, I'm gonna smell good. She gonna be like, damn, don't that nigga smell good? And even if she would have, I like to look. No offense to the women out there I be saying studs, butch, whatever. No offense. I ain't trying to disrespect, but that's how us
yeah.
masculine men identify women like you. You're a butch or you're a stud.
So what's the difference?
Ain't no difference. It's just shit. You just a fucking female that like to look like a nigga and want to be a nigga.
So
hey,
that's
Cause
the
men are studs. Men are studs.
that's the problem. So let's stop there, right?
Okay.
yeah,
Look,
so
I ain't familiar with the lingo.
No, it's not even about the lingo. It's just what you just said. You was like, all I know is it's a woman that want to be a man. No,
no,
they're not. No, they're
Or
not.
what is it?
My wife is comfortable wearing masculine clothes, but she don't want to be no dude.
Okay, that sounds fair.
She wears cologne. She rocks with the best of them. The 1
Let me ask
million,
you this then.
the Versace,
Oh, that's my
whatever.
shit. That's my shit. Let me ask you this. Have you ever tried to dress your woman up like more feminine?
No,
No,
she's
no.
not gonna
Why?
do it. She's not gonna do it
No.
Why? Why? Y'all married, right?
because I don't even see her in that light though.
I
If
know,
I
but
was
would you
listen,
try it though? But would you try it though?
no, listen, like look, the worst that I've ever done was she's a Steelers fan, I'm a Cowboys fan, and she
He,
lost the bet. She lost the bet, and I was
he,
like, whatever I decide you gotta put on, you gotta put on. The worst I did was putting on a Cowboys jersey and went live on Facebook. Like I wouldn't see my wife in no dress. Now we got a homegirl. We got a homegirl that did it. She is a stud, or she's the masculine one in her relationship. But her aunt wanted her to put on a dress. She wore a dress for her birthday. I got another one that's straight stud all day long, and she do lashes and had on a
So
dress.
I'm not being disrespectful by calling them studs, right?
So I would say a
how
stud
you
is
say
good, but when
that?
you're saying good, like that's so
Wait,
age.
hold on. One at a time. Wait. What you
Well,
say,
well,
CJ?
I know a stud that can lay some tracks, put lace fronts on, and cut your hair at the same time. She's the best of both worlds. But she's killing the game for female, and she's killing the game for the males because she's a damn good model, but she's a damn good beautician as well. So I
Right.
mean,
So it's some guys out here that I be seeing it. Some guys out here do hair, but I won't let them do my hair. No offense.
it's a dude that do my hair,
I rather
and
just
he.
sit in between my woman legs and just get my shit done. I feel like let me feel that oven, baby. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Hot and ready for your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest.
Well, when you go to a
Hey,
man, you're gonna be sitting in a chair. You don't have to sit between his legs.
No, I ain't gonna never do that. Last time a man touched my motherfucker head, he was cutting my hair. But
Okay.
just doing braids and
all right.
twisters and shit.
That's your choice. That's your choice.
Right, choice.
But
That's your
I
So
choice.
mean, but when I'm thinking about it too, a lot of people will say a female is butch if they got a deep voice, if they truly
got
like
mustache
100.
That's
and
it.
shit. Oh, so that's a
Yeah.
butch.
Well,
But
no, I'm just saying that's what people identify them as when they're like, if they're just, common cut, like my wife, she had her dreads for 15 years. So everybody would she's considered a stud. But we got a friend that got, deep voice, wear cologne. Like you have to really look at her to know that it's a female.
Come on,
So
come
I
here, woman.
think,
Let me grab your hand. Come here, baby. She sound
yeah,
like
well,
that's
that.
she
her.
though. She got to be taking testosterone forward.
No, that's just how she sound.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
She
Putting
So
it
was
in an
blessed.
accent
so
with yeah.
And so even when we talk, I can hear she'll be like, she was telling me this conversation. She called to pay a bill. And you know how we try to be respectful on the phone? Yes, ma'am. Da 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 da. Yes, sir. So she was like, she was on the phone with the girl, and the girl was like, yes, sir. And she was like, I'm a ma'am. I was like, oh.
that brings another right now you have uh some women out here that want to identify themselves as a man.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have some men out here that want to identify themselves as a woman. Now, see me, I'm gonna approach you like you was
Transgender.
born. Yep. I'm gonna approach you a nigga with a dick. You's a man to me. No
Now what if
offense.
you
No offense.
off? What if you don't cut off?
Now, if he got to cut off, what does your birth certificate say?
Because my
Really?
thing is this.
Oh,
My thing is this. You got some of those males that will
No
go. Well, you
disrespect.
got some of us male. You got to and look and then turn into a female that's looking better than some of these females out here.
baby, because
It's
I don't know. I'm not even
just
looking
you
that way.
certificate, just like
but
your
you
birth
don't know.
certificate. If they can change their licensed to female, they can't change the birth certificate.
Okay. So you wait,
The
wait. You
last
say
thing they DNA test. That's what
right
you're gonna
now.
have to
You said
eventually
some.
get.
You said some motherfuckers can't tell, right?
They can.
No, you
Shit,
can't.
shit. I lived in the
I
land
can
long
show you
enough to know.
Well, damn.
a
So you
female
ain't
and a
never
female.
so you never watched Maury when they was like a man or a woman? Remember when Maury used to do those shows before he did DNA tests? Maury used to
Very.
always Maury used to always have shows, man or woman. The
I remember
audience
that.
was stunned. You man, you
Right.
couldn't
But I'm saying,
tell.
no, I'm saying for me the like actual like look and see like okay, yo, first of all, one thing you can't a male can't hide is the motherfucking shoulders.
No, yes they can. Yes
You
they
have
can.
some men that are small framed.
Yep.
Small frame. Okay, well then you can't hide them big ass feet. You can't hide them
You
big ass
got some
fingers.
women with big feet. You got some women with big feet, big fingers, and everything. It's
Oh,
like I
I
say,
seen some
it's
women
hard.
with some big ass feet,
So
and I had to
what
question that
about
shit.
I don't even remember her name. What is the transgender female that's on all of the commercials that's killing the game? That when you look at her, you don't know she's transgender.
You on Orange is the New Black. I know who you're talking about.
Yes,
I
yeah.
can't say her
Listen,
name.
I'm
Yeah.
over here. I gotta get it because I don't even remember her name.
And once again, this is
Look
no
at the
disrespect
shows.
on my end. It's me trying to understand, not being disrespect. Me trying to understand.
Absolutely. No, look, no
Um,
harm, no foul.
right, because I don't
Family.
want nobody to see this and get offended because you know they be too quick to label us men like me homophobic. I'm you know look, I don't care what you do in your personal life. That's not my business. If you like pussy, you like pussy. You like dick, you like dick. That's that, nigga. That's your choice. So now let's get back to it, right? So in the work environment, right?
Mhm.
Do you feel? Because I'm pretty sure y'all done seen people in the LGBTQ. Um, do y'all see some of them that be doing too much, or y'all be seeing some of them that just be real cool and chill the fuck out?
Both.
Okay, so how you feel about the ones that be doing too much?
So listen, I rocks with everybody. Like if we like the what me and my wife say, anybody that's in the LGBTQ family, we can look at them and be like, oh, he's family or oh, she's family. That's what that means. But you have some that are over the top and oh girl and honey and all this, and it's just like settle down, baby. It's okay. I see you. I know who you are. I know what you're about. But at the same token, like my cousin, I guess that's just who he is. He's very flamboyant. You will like his walk. I be looking at him like, bro, why are you walking like that? But that's just how he walks, and that's just him. And I don't have a problem with it, but it's just like sometimes, like you said, I just want to lay back and chill and just be like, all right, cool. Like I love drag shows. I will listen when the drag show come in town here. I have a permanent seat at the front row table 4. I'm on it. So
I, and I love coming out there to the Carolinas. You won't catch me at that motherfucker. I'm just
you
being
ain't gonna know.
nothing wrong with it.
I'm gonna be like, come on, fam, we going to a show. You ain't even
I'd
gonna
be
know, but
like,
they don't even want you. All they
I'd
want you to
rather,
do is just throw your money.
I'd rather go sit in one of the most dangerous projects in South Carolina versus going to a drag show. I ain't lying.
South Carolina don't even have no dangerous projects, so you don't even have to worry about that part. So, especially not what you're used to. All these over here, no. But listen, a drag show is just a great experience. Don't knock it before you try it. I
No, I ain't
mean,
knocking. No. Look, I'm not knocking. I'm not knocking it at all.
it's just not for you.
Nah. What was it? Was a while ago. It's like some years ago. In Illinois, Champaign, ex girlfriend of mine, and they was going to them shits a lot. So cool. So you know, we was gonna be in some shit where she wanted to try a threesome with me and shit. So go fetch for a female. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm work. Yeah, come on. And
A man's
you know,
favorite, right?
I what? That always been a man
You
favorite.
could say
But
you
you
So
know,
ain't have
I'm
what if
to
the
cool
do
with
girl
this.
nothing.
came to you and was like, I want a threesome, but I want it with another dude?
Yeah, that's
What?
what I'm
You
saying.
think
Like,
I'm
what
be
if I
cool?
want to have two
You
dudes?
think I'm gonna be cool? You think I'm gonna be okay
You
with
are
another
Why
man touching
you
me?
ridiculous.
mean to
Let
tell me you and
alone
your
you
homeboy
think
ain't
I'm gonna
never
be
hit a girl
okay?
together? So you
Who?
and your
Who?
homeboy never hit a girl together?
No.
Come on, ride that train.
Train.
No, cause look, see us. I see us. There's no disrespect to my woman that I love, baby. I love you. Please don't get offended.
Please
Ignore
put
this
that
part. Matter of fact,
public service
fast forward.
announcement out there,
Now the
okay?
way I grew up, I grew up with a lot of older cats, like my older brothers, older cousins, and shit. So it's a thing that it's like some shit that they have in Chicago, like the Bud Billington Parade. We go out there and we go get our own girl. Then she got friends. Okay, cool. She got friends. Oh, we going in. Now we going to the crib. Everybody got a girl, so we ain't got to be flip flopping, switching. We ain't had to do that because we all got our fucking girl we want. So I ain't never
So
had to.
you never in your life.
Never, never.
Okay.
Didn't never have to. Didn't ever have to. It's
I've
because
never
why?
had a threesome
It
by
because I rather. Look, if it's just two or three of us, shit, I'd rather for it to be 5, 6, 7 females.
So you never had an orgy either.
With women, yeah, of course I have. That ain't no secret.
But that's basically if you in the same room, fucking.
That's just all women though. All women and me, yeah. No.
So
Now,
you did a reverse gangbang. Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
it was
you didn't
reverse.
have it where all y'all in one room. Just that's what we
nah, nah,
consider
nah.
an
Look, all right. So
orgy.
it was like this. It was like this. You in this motherfucking room. This motherfucker probably like in the closet with the chick. This motherfucker right here in the living room. This motherfucker right here in the dining room. Everybody had their own. Look, the lights is out. Everybody in their own spot. Ain't no need for
Y'all could
motherfuckers to
still hear
intertwine.
each other.
Huh?
Y'all still could hear. Y'all was competing to see who could make the girls scream louder.
No, we ain't never had to do that because we know what the fuck we hitting for, period. Like we ain't never had to, we ain't in no competition
Y'all
shit.
getting
What?
off subject. Y'all getting off subject. This is not about
No,
you and
I'm just saying, I'm just saying we never had to do that. Like
Okay.
and look, check this out. And these my older brothers, they was locked up before. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, they was locked up before. But they ain't looking at no motherfucking man and shit. Hey, tell you a funny story.
what they
Got a
told
cut.
you.
What? Nah, they real dudes. They ain't playing that shit. No, I'm dead ass. They ain't playing that shit. I used to crack
Okay.
jokes and tell them like, nigga, don't drop the soap. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, get the fuck out of here. Stop playing. They real official dudes. As the Italian people called it, they made men. So they don't ain't none of that play shit.
Okay.
Now it's one incident that happened right. With my older cousin. He had a female. I had a female. He doing his thing in the living room. I'm doing my thing in the motherfucking room, right? So I had to step out, go see some people or whatever, step out and all that shit. So we ordered some motherfucking pizza and shit. Cause motherfucker hungry, drunk and shit. I walked in, this nigga, like ass nigga at the table, drunk as hell, eating pizza. So I was like, what the fuck you got going on? He say, nigga, I'm hungry. So I'm like, nigga, you took a break just to, but that wasn't no gay shit. I wasn't looking at him. He ain't looking at me.
You know how real men be. No homo, no
No
homo.
homo. Yeah, no
I think
homo.
them the ones that be homos though.
The
My
only thing
point.
that I hate about it is when you are undercover. I don't like undercover people. I really don't.
Sugar dick nigga.
I
That's
can't.
sugar dick nigga. That's a
Cause
sugar dick nigga. He like boy
I
pussy
can't
and girl pussy.
because
He a sugary nigga.
because what I don't like is like you're sitting back and hiding who you really are. I don't like my thing is I'm open with it. I'm gonna tell you, I will fuck a female and I will fuck a dude. I'm gonna tell you who I am. At least give that person that option to say, okay, I'm gonna deal with that. There's a lot of men they're so scared to come out the closet where they like doing it over here with this man, but they still scared to come out to a woman and say, oh, well, I like doing it to a man.
So back to LGBTQ in the workplace, right? So I take my
Mm-hmm.
truck to get it serviced this morning. For whatever, I don't know. I must have kept saying I gotta call my wife or something, my wife, whatever. So my service manager was like, "Hey, so can I ask you a question?" He was like, "Are you and your wife really married, or is that just something you say?" I was like, "No, we are legally married, good." And so he was like, "Yeah, my son's 25. He just came out to me." I said, "Well, how do you feel about that?" Mind you, the day before, when I went to the dealership, I came back and I told my wife, I was like, "I think my service manager is gay than hell." And so she was like, "What?" I was like, "Just the way he walk and talk." But when I was talking to him, he kept saying, "My wife, my wife, my wife." I said, "Okay, no problem." So today, when I'm in there talking to him, he was like, "Well, you're a great friend and you're easy to talk to. So I'm gonna let you in on a secret." He was like, "How should I tell my son that both me and my wife are bisexual?" I said, "Just tell him," because obviously he was scared to come to you to say, "Hey, Dad, I'm gay." But he was like, so we were talking, but he was like, "Shh," and I was like, "Okay, what's wrong?" He was like, "Nobody around here knows. I don't want anybody to know because I don't want them to look at me different. Like we're the
Well,
I."
well, I feel like if you ashamed of that, why is you even like you
But
shouldn't be
what
doing it?
But what he said was, because I asked him that. I asked him, was he ashamed? He was like, "Oh no, we have fun." But he was like, he is scared that his career progression would stop because he's been in a conversation with, I guess, the men or some of the big people of the dealership, and they have these no homo conversations, and he was like, they crack jokes, or they always say, "Oh, if I see one, I'm gonna cut his nuts off." And I mean, like, he was then at that moment starting to get emotional, so he was like, "Well, can we walk outside?" And I'm like, "Okay." And he was like, "I want to be who I am. I want to stand up to them, but I've been in this job for over 20 years and I'm scared." So when we talk about LGBTQ in the workplace, that is an experience that I haven't experienced, but just listening to him firsthand, and it's crazy. Like when you called me and you was or sent us the message and was like, "This was the conversation for today." I was telling my wife, I'm like, "Wow. I guess everything happens for a reason," because I don't know what made him feel. Well, I guess me saying my wife and me being in the community, he felt good enough to talk to me. But even when we were outside, I asked him, I said, "So how does that work with you and your wife? Even though you're both bisexual, do y'all partner, or y'all go y'all separate ways and just have a," he was like, "Oh no, we're full fledged. Like when she brings home hers, I can bring home mine, or vice versa, and everybody's happy." And
That
but
sounds like some swinger shit.
yeah, so but it
No,
just it's
but ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? I like I got a few family members, women in my family that is a part of the LGBTQ. I don't know if they like to identify themselves, associate themselves with the letters. With they like, look, I like what I like. Simple as that. An old
so
title.
your brother
My
came out.
question, my question to you, my question to you is, how did your family take that?
We ain't give a fuck. That's what you want to do.
See,
That's what you want to do. We
But
ain't
what
gonna
if it
treat
were
you
your
differently.
brother? But what if
If
it
it
cause
was
was
see,
my
your
we
brother,
got
brother? Would you see it the same way?
I got a lot of brothers. So it just depends. Now, if it's one of my brothers, I'd be like, well, you always been a little flamboyant motherfucker. It won't surprise me. I'm still your brother. I still love
But
you
if
no
it was
matter
one of
what.
your "I'm down, I'm hard, locked up" brothers, and he like, "Bruh,
That's still
like,
my brother. That's still my brother at the end of the day.
I just
Like
want to make sure you
it
would
some
just
people
accept."
don't see
it
it
just
that
it
way.
just
Some people
right.
don't
It's
see it
still
that
my
way.
brother because at the end of the day, I'm not worried about it because he know me. Even if this his lifestyle, this what he chooses to do and chooses to go through, then hey, if that's what makes you happy, my guy, that's what makes you happy. You
Okay,
just know not to play with me with that shit because I don't play around with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But by all means, if it floats your boat, if you like to go up that Hershey Highway, hey,
I hate you so much. So let
Really?
me, let me bring Shay J into this
come
because
on.
I was about to pick it back off that, because let me tell you, we said it before. My family didn't take too kind of me coming out and being in a relationship with um a female. It was like shunned upon. I mean, like I have just, they don't, nobody committed a sin but me. That's how I
Mm-hmm.
felt. And Cameron Hayes don't even know about this. So with time changing, because mind you, this was like 20 years ago when I
Mm.
did mine, and but now times have changed. So when Cameron Hayes came out with hers, it was like, oh, okay, she's with a female, and that's like, well, damn. Wait, I was in a relationship with a female, and I was like talked about,
Sound
from
like you got
family.
crucified.
Yeah, but hey, okay, I took the bad, I took the heat for my other family members. That's how I look at it. I took it for y'all to come through that door because I didn't care. I mean, I had my girlfriend. I had her everywhere with me. I didn't care. It was because she was in the military at the time. So when she was home, we went everywhere. We did everything, you
Mm.
know. But you got some people that's the reason why they're scared to come out the closet, and they will be with, like, for a male they'll be with a female to satisfy their family instead of satisfying themselves, because we as a
That's the
black
problem I
woman.
have, and that's the problem I have. If that's your lifestyle and you like what you like, man, that's what you like. Um,
Some people don't
me,
see it
I
like
don't
that.
care.
Yeah, I was gonna say some people don't see it that way. So on my mom's side of the family, which is Shay J, we're good. Like if that's who you love, then love who you love and keep it moving. But on my dad's side of the family, I grew up holiness. I couldn't wear these earrings, these piercings, these tattoos, like none of that growing up. I saw none of that. So the very first time that I took my wife home, I was in a fight stance because I'm like, yo, soon as somebody come out they face wrong, I'ma tear this church up, holiness, oh, like. But and the crazy part about it is, I was on Facebook when I was going through my divorce. Y'all keep your girl in prayer, going through this, da 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 da. Nobody reached out to me. But when I posted the very first picture with me and my wife, I was like, new to y'all, old to us. My inbox was jumping from my dad's
Yeah,
side of
and
the
see that's the problem, and that's the problem, right? Um, when it comes to loving, especially when it's a family member, when it comes to loving them, love them. You supposed to love them regardless. Like I don't give a fuck if you choose to be gay. That's what you choose, but nobody fuck with you though. Now
absolutely.
I might come around talk shit like we got a cousin. Like, all right, I got one cousin we fuck with it, right? And we embrace it, right? We'll be like, yo, we see you bring a little thick ass over here. She be like, man, come on, man, with that gay shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what you want? But we don't do that to shame them. We don't do that to tear them down. We show them like, look, we love you no matter what. We gonna fuck with you. That's what you like. That's like saying if you a motherfucker that trip and fall all goddamn day, man, you don't get your little clumsy ass up. Come on, you don't know how to walk straight. We love you. Come on, come on, come on. You need a helping hand.
But
So
see,
and
that's
that's my thing.
also,
But my problem is, and see these, they don't push, they don't force that shit on. They don't
mhm.
force that shit on the workplace. Everybody know, but they know what it is. But
But
it don't be nothing forced, and that be the deal breaker. I be like, man,
so
why you just can't be you, but just like relax.
so
Don't
since you're saying forced, right? So let's switch it. I have
okay, come on.
I have 4 children. I have my a son and I have 3 girls. My oldest girl is also gay. I didn't force that on her. She didn't become gay after I was gay. The crazy part about that was when I decided to say I'm dating my wife, I said, let me take all my kids out to eat. Let me sit them down. Let me tell them what we're looking at so that if they had a problem with it, we can address it in house first. Not necessarily saying if they totally disagreed, I would have stopped dating my wife, but I just wanted to be respectful of my children. And so the crazy part is just imagine sitting at the table with 3 or 2 teenagers at the time. And then my other daughter, she was like 8 or 9. But when I told my children, I said, so what do y'all think, if mom dates a woman? And my son and my daughter just bust out laughing. My heart sank because I was like, oh my God, My kids gonna be embarrassed about me. What? How am I gonna tell my kids? These damn children was laughing because my son and my daughter were trying to figure out how they were going to tell me that my oldest daughter was gay.
Mm.
So when they laughing, I'm sitting here like, waiter, can I have another drink? Matter of fact, just bring me shots. Keep them coming. And they were like, no, mom, no, it's not bad. And so my son was like, hey, man, go ahead and tell mom what you got to tell her. And my baby was like, girl, I ain't know how I was going to tell you, but I like women too. I said,
Now,
what?
now, see, that's now I get it. That's understandable, but you know, because you actually respected your kids, you respected your situation. You gotta think these are um you got some that's adults and you got some that's actually children, like
Yeah.
that don't know no fucking better. So
But
I
and the crazy
understand.
part about it was, and the reason I did it that way is because my son is all boy, or he played football, he played basketball. Like I didn't want anybody to be like, oh, your mama gay, and so I wanted to talk to him because I'm like, listen, how does this make you feel? He was like, Ma, you happy? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. He was like, say no more. He was like, I wish somebody would. So he's one of those ones. I wish somebody would say something to me.
Right.
But my 9-year-old, she loved her dad, which was my ex-husband. She loved her dad with all her heart. Because he was bitter about it, he was telling her, oh, your mama living wrong. She going to hell. This is that and the third. So my, at the time, 9-year-old would be disrespectful towards my wife because it's like, y'all ain't supposed to be together. And so we really had to, all right, let me sit you down. Let me talk to you. Let me let you know what's good. And then at the time, a lot of people, a lot of men can't take that when their wife or their, ex moved to a woman. They like,
It makes them
what
feel
happened?
little. It makes them feel
Yeah.
like, dang, well, I ain't lay it down right. It's like a belittlement or something.
And they had nothing to do with him
Well,
at all.
well, at the how can I
So
put it
the
right?
lady that you love right now, y'all say for instance y'all separate and she started dating a female, how would you feel?
Separate. Ain't no separate.
Well, we're going to
I
do
will.
hypothetical thinking because
No,
you're
no, no,
going
no, no, no.
to
Ain't no
say
separating shit.
hypothetical.
It's a forever ever thing with me and her. So ain't no motherfucking
Absolutely.
separating.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Cause we laid that foundation down. So I ain't worried. I look. You know what I'm saying? We like, but it ain't. I ain't saying in the strength far as a sexual matter, just far as my mind and my heart with
So
her.
what about your ex then? So an ex that you maybe cared about that you didn't break it off with and she broke up with you and you find out she's with a woman, does that attack your manhood?
That was the
I
same
don't give a
question
fuck
I
about that.
asked.
Well, I had to
I don't.
clarify because he didn't want to use his current boo, so I had to do the ex so we can get an
Um.
answer.
Well. Once some shit is in my past, that's in my past. Ain't no need for me to even look back at it or look. That's what you wanted to do. That's whatever. I'm already moving forward with my life. You know what I'm saying? Shit, this motherfucker make me happy, and that's what matters. You had your chance. You didn't settle right. I did everything I was supposed to do as a man. Look, baby, look. Forgive me. I don't want you to feel no type of way about what I'm finna say because I love you, right here. Um, Look, I laid that motherfucker thing down. That's why that motherfucker still be trying to chase me. I ain't worried about that shit though, bitch. Be gone.
Okay, so I just want you
Wait.
to answer the question.
I mean,
Would
cause I
you
never went.
feel some type of way?
No, no, fuck no. For what? Cause
That's
what you
all
choose to
but
do
you
after
got
me
some
is your
men that
choice.
will. You got some men that
Well, then,
actually
then I
feel
mean
some
that.
type
Then
of
I
way.
mean that speak what kind of men they was. So they've been a real soft motherfucker since day one. It's because anytime a man will feel some type of way because a woman moved on and she chose to move on with another woman, nigga, you acting like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? What? Damn, that pussy was that good, my guy. But it didn't work out. You gave your pussy to another pussy. Take it as a loss. And this me being honest. This me being honest. Cause
Absolutely.
regardless of what a person's sexuality is, I don't care. That's I'm living my life for me. So whatever you choose to do in your life, look, I see if you gave me a choice to support it or not support it, whatever.
It all
Now I
goes
have
back
to
to me saying somebody hiding who they are, you know?
right now. I support a motherfucker all day long, but I ain't finna just support no any motherfucking thing, no bullshit.
So if somebody wanted to experiment, like, listen, because the thing about
Okay,
it
wait. When you say
now is,
experiment, what on me?
no, fool, we know it's not
Only
you.
my woman
We
can
know.
experience on me. I'm sorry. I'll be like, baby, come on, explore. I love you. Come here. I'm gonna kiss every inch of you.
Jesus, take the wheel, okay? Because you
Yes, I haven't even said it yet. I haven't even said it yet. I'm waiting for my moment to say it.
listen. But this is the thing, right? At the end of the
Right.
day, when we look at it for work, when we look at it in our community, we just want to be accepted for who we are, not who I'm sleeping with, not who I come home to. Love me for Caramel Hayes. Don't love me for no other reason. Don't
Right.
pick
I
and
agree.
choose how you want to support me.
If you're not doing the three F's for me, I don't give a fuck. And that's
Three
working
F's.
me,
What's three?
financing me, and feeding me. If you're not doing those three F's, I don't give a fuck what you got to say about me.
Oh
Repeat,
shit.
repeat it again. Rewind.
Working me, financing me, and feeding me. I don't give a fuck what you do. What you got to say about me? Whoever the fuck I lay beside, they fucking me. You don't need to worry about what they doing, what they doing to me. You
And
ain't doing
she
shit.
is arrived. Here she
You
is.
if you're not
JJ.
sitting here helping me pay this bill, don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing and who the fuck I am fucking. And if you're not trying to fill this little belly up, because I can eat. I might be small, but I can eat. If you're not trying to do that, let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck what you say. Workplace, church. I hate to say it that way, but church because that be the main place. The
Motherfuckers be
store.
gay in.
You
The
get what I'm
quiet
saying? That be the
directors,
main
honey.
place. That be the main place. Oh, look at them. As long as I'm sitting here worshiping the Lord, it shouldn't matter what I do in my personal life. Just like you sin, I'm sinning too. It's
But
no bigger sin than
but you know
any
what?
other.
I was going to say that's the crazy part. Everybody is picking and choosing their sins. Like, even if you're saying,
But
I
sin
saw
is
somebody
sin. So
posting
ain't
on
no such thing
TikTok.
to picking and choose. Ain't no sin greater than other.
My point exactly, but just think. So remember I told you about my family at my holiness church, right? So everybody wants to jump in my inbox. Oh, we're praying this spirit off of you. We're doing this. But one of my same cousins got a divorce. One of my same cousins is on Facebook kissing a man that she's not married to. There we go, picking and choosing which one or which parts of the Bible we want to take
Yeah,
out.
that's kind of crazy because, and that's another thing with religion. Because I see religion differently. You know, that's something you practice, and I don't practice religion because I'm a spiritual being. I go off nature, go off um what the universe provided for me and what I've been blessed with on my journey. So when it comes to a book that somebody else wrote and 100 people helped write that book, I'm kind of like, ain't accurate. I don't really care about what they say, but that
I
ain't
consider
fair.
myself an
Is to be
understander.
There you go.
There you
So I don't
go.
like the fact that because then that's a double standard too. Because I don't like people to be criticized for the lifestyle they chose and and who they want to be with. But you got some motherfucker committing adultery and fornication.
What about the pastor that's
So
gonna drink before he come in to preach and then
it's
preach
a lot of
and preach
motherfuckers. Come
and
on,
then
y'all.
drink?
Y'all know it's a lot of goddamn pastors out here. Be look. They like,
Hey,
oh,
it's a
he.
pastor
I see
that
him
I'm
talking.
trying to say. It's a pastor that's out there, and y'all know what video I'm talking about. Oh boy,
Nah,
lick
nah.
that thing right on down. A
Hey,
high five, high five, high five to you, cause old girl
hey,
got the business.
hey,
I swear for
hey,
Lord, hey,
Reverend, lick him down. That's his name.
yes,
Reverend, lick him
Lord, he
down. You
did that.
know
He did
what
that.
I'm
I
saying?
need to
Look
learn some
at
pointers from him.
you. All right, so let me ask you guys this question, right? And it's I need to ask because I need to know. All right. So by you guys being a part of the LGBTQ community, do y'all feel embarrassed sometimes by y'all other members?
No, because that's asking me, do I feel embarrassed by all black women? Sometimes you, like you said, there are some that's like truly out there that because June is Pride Month, every shirt
Wait,
they wear is gonna be gay and this, that, and the third. So
I got a question. Hold on. Why out of all months June have to be Pride Month?
It ain't my fault.
I was about to
Why
say
can,
I didn't do it.
can
I
they push
mean,
that
it
shit
goes
to July? Cause
it,
fireworks happen in July. Can they push that shit in July? Cause I'm a June baby. Nah,
welcome. This is our month,
nah.
baby.
But and like I said, like I'm always okay with people expressing them. Like that's what you choose to live. That's what you choose to live. However, you do have the ones out here that I'll be like, come on, man, you doing too fucking much. Like 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 prime example, performing a drag show in front of kids.
Who did that? Wait a minute. Who did
Oh,
that?
I send y'all the footage. I got hella receipts. I'll talk to
No.
y'all outside of, but doing things like that, how do y'all feel about that?
Well, let me say this. So you're
Honestly, and this honestly, just being
so
honest.
so you're looking at it as a drag show for children, but why is it not an empowerment moment for children? Do they see these people come in men clothes and then put on their costume and then come out of it again? The children don't know. We may know it's drag, but at the same time, it can also be empowerment to the children. No, because a lot of people say, I knew I was gay in kindergarten. My wife will tell you her story. She was always the dad playing house at kindergarten. So it's not always necessarily doing something to put a seed in them. It could also just be an empowerment moment to say, love who you want to
Okay,
love.
do you feel they can open up certain doors that don't need to be open regarding children? Now,
No, because children are questionable. Children, I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody probably may say if me and my wife walking through the mall holding hands and it's some kids, they may ask their mom, why are those two ladies holding hands?
so
Why
so
are
that so
they
so it's not opening up the door to have a conversation to a 5 or 6 year old about sex.
not necessarily because being in the LGBTQ community is not just always about sex. It's about
I know, but
you got
kid.
you got
No,
some
this me just
kindergartners
asking.
who
This me
don't
just asking.
identify. So you have some kindergartners that don't identify. They're non-binary. I'm not this, I'm not that. I'm just who I am. I'm like kindergarten.
So
You gotta
this
look
is the
at even
thing.
TV.
How
TV opens it up.
how do you feel about Dwayne Wade's son? That
Oh
situation.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. And
Yeah.
see this another thing this another thing that I wanted to avoid, but I show
And
love
Will
to my
Smith
family.
with Jade. Is it Jaden? Yeah, Will
Um.
Smith with Jaden. Jaden paints his nails. He does everything.
Okay.
So
Okay.
how do you
Okay.
feel?
All right. Well, Jaden a grown ass man.
He wasn't at one point though. But let's go back to D Wade. Let's talk about his
And the reason
daughter
why,
now.
and the reason that is a, but I set myself up. So okay, cool. So to my family that wanted me to talk about this, fuck you, but I love you because I didn't want to talk about this. But how I feel about it, huh? Do y'all? I like Boosie music, man. I like little Boosie music, and I leave it at that. I like Boosie music, and I leave it at that.
No, sir. Because some people on here may
I
not
like little
listen
Some
Boosie
to
people might
music.
not
you.
know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
somebody might not know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Don't be ashamed. If this is how you feel,
Go,
then that's how you
go
feel.
listen to little Boosie music,
No. Let the people
man.
know. Like
Because
that's crazy.
We're Southerners. We Southerners, so we listen to Boosie. So don't do that.
exactly, exactly.
But
But
no, so
everybody
this is
know
so
Boosie.
speak your
But
truth though.
at the end of the day, right? and there's no disrespect, and it's how I feel. But whatever goes on in the household, that goes on in a household. Who am I
But
to
they're
say
bringing it
to really
outside.
speak on how a person? But do I feel like that child was introduced to something he shouldn't have been introduced to into? Yes.
Do you feel
Now
like
you
he was
have a
introduced to it? Do you feel like he was introduced to it, or they're just actually supporting? So you telling me one of your kids come and tell you, Daddy, I don't feel like I am a male. I feel like I am a female, and this is not who I am.
I'm trapped in a body that I don't like.
um genetics. My genetic genes is like A1.
Okay. So let me ask you this then.
So my
So
son, what you trying to say? My son approached me and say, "Daddy, um,
Oh yeah.
I'm a little girl trapped in this boy Clay.
yeah.
I don't believe my kids will come to me like that.
Okay, so let me ask you this then, right? So let's get
Hmm.
off of the LGBTQ
Now
for
I
just
don't believe. I know my kids ain't gonna come to me with no shit like that.
what? Okay, so stop being biased right now. But let me ask you this. So you're in Chi-Town, right?
Hmm.
So we know
Yo,
the
it's a
streets,
lot of gay shit going on there, nigga, and you
but
niggas out
listen,
there getting caught with them little
will
I
you
heard about
hush
you, nigga.
for just a moment? Now you sounding like your boy. But anyway, so listen. So this is my question to you. Let's not put it in the LGBTQ form. So
Hmm.
children grow up or they mimic what they see. So if you out here
Hmm.
gang banging, doing all this, you got guns everywhere. Is it okay for your child, your son, to now say, I'm a gang bang just because I see my daddy do it?
No, it ain't okay.
Okay.
No, it ain't okay, because I know what goes on in that lifestyle, and the question I have
Well, he
for
doesn't.
myself, I have right. He doesn't or she doesn't. Now the question now what I have to do is okay. I need I need to I need to change this shit the fuck up is because now I got these little ones paying attention to me. Kids are very observant. They watch, they see
A
everything.
sponge. They're a sponge.
So even when it comes to just being in the community, we have to be careful on what we allow our children to see or other children or other people's children to see. It for the simple fact is, for the simple fact, I don't want my kids to go through no street life like I had to go through. I don't want my kids to go through selling drugs and shit on the street, running from the police, having shootouts and shit. I don't want that for my kids. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a change so much about me so my kids can see something different.
Listen, I know someone
But
right now.
what they
I know
choose now, what they choose as they get older, you older. That's what you choose to do. Once you grown, you fucking grown. You can make your own decision when you turn 18. I'm not responsible for you anymore. But before you turn 18, I'm responsible for every decision you make in your life. It's because I'm your parent and I love you and I care.
I know a parent that went out there and for her 9-year old, he wanted for Christmas a grill, a gold grill. I,
Hmm.
as a mother, don't think that at 9 you should have bought him a gold grill. To me, you're going ahead and placing him into that lifestyle. Then on the flip side, something happened to him with living that lifestyle. Now you're crying, my son, why y'all would do this to my son? But why are you, how you said, introducing him to that lifestyle? It's not just about being homosexual. It's not being heterosexual. It's sometimes it's what your environment is. You may not have to sit back and
And
say, here, son, but if you putting them in that environment for them to um be in, like how they say, the hood, it's always a cycle. If you take your kids away from it, then they won't be in it.
But the
so
way
so let me ask
things
y'all this.
is now, you're not gonna get away from because it's everybody's more open now. I remember when my wife and I first got together, I had a pastor come to me and was like, I've been with my partner for over 20 years, but I wouldn't tell that to the public, or I wouldn't be seen, because
Right.
they're in the olden days. They're still living in that Stonewall time where it's like, it's frowned upon. But the children now, I feel like these kids now are open. They're
Right.
curious.
And it's go because this like I can go into a lot of shit, right? And that's just based off researching. You
Hmm.
know, um, when it comes to the LGBTQ movement, that's Greek culture. If anybody know anything about Greek mythology and the Amazon, the island full of women and Greek culture, cool, get it right. That's all Greek shit. Now, like I don't have like I said, I don't have a problem with people coming out. I don't have a problem with people living in their comfortable form. The problem I have is forcing it. You coming out, but you want to force to be accepted. That's why I be like how okay, we'll go shit. I don't even want to go there because that shit ain't even real. But you know how they say being a person of color, right? You have
Hmm.
no rights, right? That's what they
That's
say,
what
right?
they say. That's what they say. Yeah.
That's what they
That's
say,
what they
right?
say.
So if you don't have no rights, how can a person that is gay say, "Oh, I have more rights" versus a person that's of color have right? I have more rights than them. That's not fair. Now you forcing. We are like even though people don't want to accept it, they still accept it. But why force it? Nothing wrong with you being who you are. Listen to me, you guys. Nothing wrong. I don't have nothing against you gay people because I know how y'all get out. I don't want no smoke.
They're gonna be at the
I'm
door
just saying. I shit.
with
Look, look here. They come this motherfucking door. Texas just opened up. Texas just passed a law. You don't even need a gun license to carry out here.
signs.
Oh yes, sir. So you walk to this motherfucking door talking about some yeah, talk that shit again. I'm gonna let this motherfucker 4-5 talk for me. I'll take that as a
Did you
threat.
just do an impression? Okay, go ahead. Make it
Because some motherfuckers be saying, oh, th- okay, prime example, right? You remember Genuine had got called homophobic and they was blasting him for some shit, right?
yeah,
All
yeah.
because he didn't want to keep like, no, I ain't gonna kiss you. Said every single you like, no, 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 nothing wrong, but no, 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 I ain't with that. And motherfucker said, no, that's a problem. How's that a problem? The man accept
That's
you for you being you, but you up here trying to kiss me and shit. I have a problem with that.
those are the ones that go overboard. How we were saying, like you want
Yeah.
me to force it. Like my lifestyle has to be forced into your life. It. My thing is, if we can go to breastfeeding, you got people that's out here that think that is disgusting to breastfeed. But guess what?
I
That's
love
what
that. That's the most beautiful shit ever, and that's the most healthiest shit for a child.
let me
I'm
tell you
all
something. That's the
support,
most best feeling for a female to actually be able to feed her child.
but I'm kind of jealous at that because I'm like, God
See,
damn, my
there
nigga.
we go. There you go, right there. Prime example of you
No,
being
I'm just
jealous.
saying, because goddamn, little motherfucker, you ain't gotta suck on the titty all that motherfucking time. I want some milk too. I'm hungry.
You are stupid.
Got milk. But no, that was just my thing. Like I could say like nothing wrong with people coming out, but when you it gets to the point where like like a guy that's dressing like a woman, but he ain't got the procedures or nothing, and you will not call me a sir. You will call me a ma'am. Like no, okay, sir. How can you get mad at me for calling you what you was born?
Because that's not what they identify as.
But okay, I identify myself as an aborigine, right? And indigenous Niji, right? Native American. That's what I don't even like to say native, right? Why would motherfuckers keep identifying me as black African American?
Are you putting up a fight to say how you're identifying?
Hell fucking
You're
yeah. But see,
so
look, but see,
different.
when I put up that fight, guess what happened? All hell break loose. It because which that'll be I talk to y'all like that off camera, because I'll put y'all on some game. But if I don't like to be identified as a black African American, right? It shouldn't be no problem, right?
It shouldn't be.
It
But
shouldn't.
you want me to identify you. First of all, misidentifying the motherfucker is wrong than the motherfucker anyway. So whatever the fuck you was before your transition, that is what you is. That's what you was. Now I can say, okay, you are a man that's transitioning to a woman. That's fair. But I ain't finna say, oh, you just a whole motherfucking woman. I can't say that. I can't say that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but I cannot go
So
around. That's
somebody
like
that
saying,
so wait, somebody that's gone through the surgery, somebody that's gotten their name changed, somebody that's just done everything, and
right.
the world or the government identifies with them as a female now. You're telling me that you're not going to be respectful of what they ask you to call them?
No, 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 no. I'm saying I can call you. What was your first name? What was your original name?
It doesn't matter.
Right.
I
Okay. Cool. Right.
introduce
It don't matter. So
introduce
I'm
myself to
identifying you as
you
a
as
man.
Caramel
No,
Hayes. So if I come to you next week and be like, oh, I want you to call me Shiz Boo, are you going to call me that, or are you going to go with what you originally know me as?
I'm gonna go with what I know you as.
Stop picking and choosing. No, you doing too
I'm
much.
not picking and
You
choosing,
can't pick
but
it
no,
all.
listen, hold on. This is why I said. This is why I said. I said you are a man that changed into a woman. So that's how I'm gonna look at you. You're a man that changed into a woman. Just like a female take all these substances to become a man. Okay, you are a female that transitioning into a man.
But how would you know
That's not
though? Because the thing about it is, somebody that's transgender, they don't
that
flaunt
letting everybody
themselves.
know.
They don't walk around with the label, "Hey, I'm transgender."
Shit.
So if I carry
Shit. They
myself
ain't
as
tricking
a
niggas no.
woman,
They ain't tricking niggas out here no more. You know damn well they is not
Yes,
tricking niggas out here no more. They let
yes, they
a lot of
are.
these transgender people. Well, I don't know, but a lot of these transgenders I've been seeing been coming out. It just been niggas out here like, that's a nigga, but that motherfucker got a fat ass, got some titties. But I guess
That's
it ain't
still
gay if I
gayish.
get some head from
That's
the
still
motherfucker. What
gayish.
you mean?
That's still gayish. If you know it's a
I'm
nigga,
just saying. I'm just saying. But on my end, no, no. Mm-mm. I'm just going out what I see.
all right. So we
Look,
gonna
I
we gonna let
wouldn't
you
these
we
know.
gonna
tranny,
let you
this
wrap it
tranny,
up.
this
'Cause I
tranny
don't want
movement. I ain't
nobody
gonna.
to get mad at you.
No, no, don't get mad. Don't get mad. This tranny movement is getting strong than the motherfucker out here, and I don't want no smoke. But um, now I watched the Breakfast Club, and they had a host on there called Flame Monroe. Right? I don't know if y'all know about that person, but it's a transgender comedian.
Mm-hmm.
I respect what he say. It because he know who he is. He ain't trip. He say, yeah, nigga, shit. I got titties in the ass, but I got a dick too. Even on the Breakfast Club, even when he was on there, he even like, yo, look, come on now, y'all can't be doing all this shit. So I can respect a person like that. I can respect the person that's like, okay, yeah, even though I got a woman's body, I'm still a man. Cause I guarantee you, a transgender get into it with, well, shit. I done seen a lot of transgender knock niggas out in the lounge.
Will whip your ass. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, don't cry if a motherfucker say you are a man, my nigga. Nigga, you supposed to be winning. You a man.
So this is the thing. If I introduce you as myself, you're going to respect me as that. You will not say, "Oh, Nita, what were you born as?" Because now, just think of it. I introduced myself to everybody as Caramel Hayes. That's not my government.
Right?
So if that's the case, then why didn't you say, "No, niggas, y'all gonna put y'all government on here so I can address you by who you are"?
Do you want it? That's your choice if you want to put your government on here.
So it's my choice if I want to be a
But hey, but
transgender.
hold on. But you came with the name first though. So
Okay,
if
so
you
if
came up
Understood.
with
if
the
somebody
name,
walked up to you
and said, well, hey, I am female such and such, but you find out that she's a male.
Your phone, it's going in and out. What you say?
Oh,
No.
I can
So
hear
what
y'all
she
clear.
No, I'm not being an asshole. I'm dead serious. Your shit was going out.
he look, he don't want to hear the shit that's real. So what
No,
she said
serious.
was,
I couldn't hear shit she was
so
saying.
let me ask you this, and I'm gonna wrap it up because I gotta, if I want to stay married, I gotta get going. So I'm gonna ask you this.
Okay.
So every female you come in contact with, you do research to know if they were a man or a woman at birth?
Hell fucking yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. You lying.
Hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking
No,
yeah.
You asked for a birth.
no,
Hell fucking yeah.
no.
You know why? You know why? You know why? Cause look, guess what? There's no disrespect to people in Atlanta.
I'm about to get disrespectful. I'm gonna lean on your
No,
ass
no,
because
no, no,
you
no, no, no. I'm
said,
not gonna be disrespectful, but look, it was a situation where a motherfucker, in the club and shit,
"Oh, you done got
this. I'm
got.
like, okay,
You
no,
done
no, I
got
ain't get
got
got.
before."
Can't no motherfucker nigga come out and say they got me. Motherfucker say, yo, you cute. I say, yeah, whatever. Change number, change number, right? Whatever. Later on, I'm like, what's your Instagram? Shit like that. This is when Instagram and shit was getting popular and shit. I'm like, I look, I say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Then I say, you a man? Motherfucker say, yes, I'm a man, but I'm a female. No, nigga, you got a dick, sir.
What
Why
if
did
they
you do
get
that?
cut off? What if they have the whole surgery?
Okay, but okay, now I'm gonna ask you this question. Even when a person go through a transition, right? Should they be when they want to talk to somebody or get to know somebody? Should they be upfront and be like, "Hey, look, I was born with a dick."
Well,
Yeah,
Oh, whoa,
per
whoa, 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 whoa.
catfish,
yeah,
Hold on. What you say, CJ? Huh?
yeah, yeah. I personally feel like they should.
well,
They
that's
give
what I
that
was gonna
person that
say.
choice.
Yeah, per catfish, me and them say you do need to be upfront. You do.
So now that's wrong. Now see, now now the ones that's like that, I don't approve. I ain't rocking with that shit because you wrong. Because you're not even giving a person a choice.
So, what about if you and a boo was together and your boo come to you and
Me
be
and my
like,
girl, me and my woman.
not the one you with now because y'all solid. So, what if a past girl came to you and was like, "Oh, I was a hoe." Are you okay with dating a whore, turning a hoe into a housewife?
Well, you giving me a choice if I want to pursue with you as being a whore or not. Thank you, but no thank you.
Okay.
See, I'm a straightforward guy. Look, if it's some shit I'm not cool with, I'm not comfortable with, I'm not cool with, I'm not comfortable with. If it's some shit that I am comfortable with and okay with, I'm cool. Like I said, I'm okay with people being who they are. I'm just not okay with the forcing shit.
Yeah.
See, that's
I
fair.
get
That
it.
should be fair.
Like for
I'm
me,
not okay with the forcing shit. I'm not okay when it comes to kids because the biggest thing that be happening is pedophilia.
yeah.
So that's like this whole thing with the and I wanted to get into that too, which I hope we got a little bit of time to get into cover that. When it comes to little boys playing in female sports, I feel like that's not fair. Also, them sharing locker room, that I feel that's not fair. Also, uh letting it be okay for transgender men to be in the same bathroom as a woman. I don't agree with that. And the reason why I say I don't agree with that because you got some men out here that's sick in the mind and they will pose as a transgender and go and do that shit. Now, I'm not saying all motherfuckers, you probably got a straight man that just he want to go rape some motherfucker pussy in the bathroom. What are you gonna do? Dress up like a female and rape a woman in the bathroom. So I'm not okay with that. Now, far as a person being who they wants to be, I'm okay with that. But when it gets to other shit that leads to pedophilia and shit, it leads to open up doors for rape. I have a problem with that. I'm against that.
Absolutely.
Even when a man playing in a female sport, I'm against that too. It's because not only is that shit like that can happen, but you taking away some greatness from an actual female that didn't bust
So
her
did you?
ass,
So what do you think about Joanna Man
huh?
then? What do you think about Joanna Man, the movie? What
I
did
didn't never
that?
like that shit.
Okay.
I wasn't cool with that shit. So that means you did any and every motherfucking thing just to play basketball versus just getting your shit together and handling your business as a man and playing in a man's sport. But now you invading privacy. You and look, once again, tricking motherfuckers. Everybody didn't, all the women ain't know he was a fucking man until later on to that wig came fuck off when he dumped.
So
That's
that's the
wrong.
thing. I can respect somebody that is going to be them. I can respect somebody, even if somebody come to me and say, I was a woman, transitioned into a man. Anybody that look at Law and Order SVU, there is a episode where a captain in the military was transgender from a woman to a man. He was scared to come out because he felt that they would not respect him. And so the whole episode went by, but at the end of the episode, or when he was walking out of the courtroom, all of his subordinates were under him and everybody saluted. They respected him because you came out as transgender and they loved him regardless. I think that's a heavy episode. I don't know if you look at SVU, but that would be one that I would tell you to go look at because
But see,
it
there's nothing
definitely,
wrong. But that's what I'm saying. It's nothing wrong with people coming out. Like I said once again to you LGBTQ community. I don't have a problem with you guys actually coming out. The problem I have when it's being in places that y'all know it shouldn't be in.
yeah. And I can get that. Like at the end of the day, you're right. I don't
And
want
that's
a
far.
man
That's
acting
not.
like
That's
a
not even in the
woman.
workplace. But see, that's not even in the workplace. Now that's in the community. That's
Yeah.
in the community. Is because if you okay, that's like saying, and it's no disrespect, and I'm not encouraging people to do this. Once again, I'm not inciting anybody to do this. I'm against it. So that's like saying you want people to recognize you, and you got some people out here that'll be like that. You got some people that want to that you want them to recognize you as a coming out being gay, transgender, and then you got other motherfuckers in here. Well, shit, you want to force that on the community. You got other people say, well, I feel like these kids should pick up guns and shoot every gay motherfucker that they see. You see what I'm saying? That ain't right on neither ends, on neither part. Because I don't believe in gun violence should be introduced into a child life. And I don't believe gay shouldn't be introduced into a child life. A child is a child. When they turn 18, then they can make the decision that they want to because they grown. They have choices. But a
But what if
child,
your child comes to you and say, I don't feel like me. I don't feel like a boy. And you're dressing me like a boy. But I see this girl over here and I love how they're dressing.
well, if my child come out and say that, to be honest with you, I know my child ain't gonna. I know my kids. It's just me. I can't speak for everybody. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I
But
wish
if you're
I
saying it like that, even if your child did want to come out, because you're forcing that on them, I know my child and my child's not going to do it. Even if they wanted to, they're not going to feel comfortable enough because you're already setting the tone.
well, first of all, your kids is true enough. Your kids are a reflection of you, right? They are a reflection of you, right? So
Right.
whatever you
Right.
show your kids, that's like saying if your child stay in the house 24/7 with you all the way until they 18 and they see your daily day routine on how you are operating, your kids will follow in your footsteps. Some will, some won't. So
So
I
do you
can't
think
just
I
say what if
failed as
my
a
kids
mother?
because I
So do
no
you think
hell
I
no
failed
no
as
no
a
no no
mother
no.
if I have a gay
The
child?
reason why,
Even if I
no,
want
no, 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 no,
gay.
no, 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 no. We ain't gonna do that one. The reason why you ain't fail as a mother, and the reason why I respect you as a mother, because you actually came out and had a conversation versus just forcing it and throwing it on your children. You had a talk with them. That's what I respect. It's because you ask your kids, how do you guys feel?
I got one
You
quick
said your boy
question.
was like, I don't give a fuck that you happy. That's all that matter. What you
I
gotta
got one.
say?
I got one quick
What's up?
question. What if your kids didn't like it? What if it was not acceptable to you becoming a lesbian woman? How would you have what conversation you would have had then?
So for me, I feel like it's a conversation. At the end of the day, I'm not saying my children make or break me, because I've been in relationships with men that my son didn't like, but I still was with them. So if any of the children was like, oh no, ma, that's not right. Listen, this is my choice. This is who I am. I'm not telling you that you have to follow in my footsteps. I'm not telling you that you're no longer my child, or I hope you wouldn't say that I'm no longer your mom. Um, I mean, for me, I don't know how I would respond or how our relationship would be, but I don't think that I would stop my chance at happiness because my kids don't like it.
And look, that's your choice. That is your choice. Like I always say, a person that makes a choice, they make a choice for them. They actually make a choice for them. So that's why I say you haven't failed as a mother is because you've been in a situation where you was married to a man. It didn't work out. You saw something different in a woman. Hey, but you was able to sit down and have a dialogue with your children. Have the conversation straightforward with your children. So I don't necessarily look at it as failing. I just look at it like, okay, you chose some shit that you wanted to choose for your happiness, but you also respected your kids and value your kids' opinion more. Now, if they would have disagreed with it, then I'm pretty sure you would have you would have worked around that in some kind of way, right?
It would have been, yeah, you're right. I wouldn't have, like, if they didn't. Well, prime example, I have a friend, and one of her boys don't like her being in a lesbian relationship. So he goes and he lives with his dad. And he will say hello to her. He respects her because she's an elder to him, but he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't acknowledge their relationship. So
Mm.
at that point, I don't know if no, because I would
So is
say
the kid wrong?
no,
So is
because
the kid
that's
wrong
their
for
beliefs. I'm letting
okay?
them stand on their own 2 feet, because I was in that same situation. My son didn't like my ex-husband, and he was like, I want to go stay with my grandma because I don't want to live with y'all. So a hard decision in me. I didn't want my son to resent me, and I didn't want to resent him that, damn, I'm giving up one of the best things in my life because my son, and he's just my child. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So it's a balance. So I guess I've been in it both ways. And so to me, what I teach my children is you do what's best for you.
Right.
If that's what's
I
making
feel.
you happy, then let's ride with it.
Yeah, that's fair. Shay J, what's your thoughts on it?
If it was my kids, I done been with someone that was abusive. And I know my kids didn't like that. And I chose to stay. So now I have to look at it now. I have to see what my kids see, because sometime at the end of the day, that person can be there, but your kids will always be there. So you
True.
got a thin line of saying, is this person making me happy, or do I want to stay with my kids and not be happy? So
Mm.
it's like a catch-22.
Yeah, and like I said, um, and I commend you women both for coming out and sharing y'all story, and I hope this able to wake people up and understand with people that's struggling to come out or people that's in situations where you might can make certain people feel uncomfortable or make people that came out uncomfortable. I'm I'm not I'm not with the bullying shit. I'm being real. So if somebody coming out and you bullying them, I'm not with that shit. And I feel like you got low confidence. You probably be gay yourself and don't even know it. Why you steady picking on them. That's how it was when we was growing up. If you keep picking with a
Absolutely.
boy, you keep picking with a girl, you
You
like
like
that
them.
motherfucker.
Yep. You like them. Yep.
So I understand. Like I understand certain things, and it's certain things that I don't understand. But the things that I don't understand, I don't like to be forced to understand that. It because it don't make sense to me. But far as everything else about a person living their life in a comfortable matter for them and that they happy with, I can get that. I can rock with that.
So I'll say this, and this is my ending piece for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Just be who you are, stand in your truth, and do it because you're doing it for you and no one else. At the end of the day, when you have to close your eyes or when you're standing by looking in that mirror, you only have to be true to yourself. And for me, if a family member, if homeboys, homegirls, if they can't respect you for who you are, then they're not in your corner. Just you got to find a new circle. My circle is so small, it's a fucking dot. I don't rock with a whole bunch of people. Shay J, that's my chick. That's my everything. That's my tutu. Like, we done been through it all. Her and just two others got my back till the end of time, no matter what. And even when
Well,
I
shit, I
didn't
got y'all back because
understand,
if a motherfucker fuck with y'all, they gotta come holler at Big Dog over here. So I got y'all back. Y'all my
but
family.
But the great thing about it was, even with Shay J, when she was with the female, I didn't understand, but I didn't love her no less, because if you love it, I love it. If we rocking this,
Right.
we rocking this. The dude that was abusive to her, if you like him, I love it. But I'm gonna kill his ass when I see him. But it is what it is. Like, he
And you
literally
a
said
punk ass
exactly
nigga,
what it
put your
was.
hands on a man, bitch. That's how I'm gonna
Oh,
say it.
I
Listen,
well, I handled it. I
that's a
probably
whole nother
handled it.
show. That's a whole nother show. And I definitely want to make sure you bring that back up, because domestic violence is real. And Shay J is
Yeah.
one to tell you her truth. So, but that's my piece. My ask of any and everybody is respect the person for who they are, respect them for how they identify. The LGBTQ community is growing. I support my girl Niecy Nash. Like, I was like, damn, I was saying that before Niecy came out. But now that Niecy says it, it's golden. But at the end of the day, be who you are, stay true to yourself. It's your girl, Caramel Hayes, 803. I support you, salute you, hands down.
Love you. Love you. And you get some rest, all right? And I'll be calling y'all shortly too. Shay J, you got anything you wanna?
I'm just gonna say, just like she said, be real with yourself. Don't sit back and say that I'm this when behind closed doors you're that. Be open. I mean, the
Right.
best thing to do is to be truthful. It might hurt some people, but understand that that truth is you. You will sleep better. You will live better. You will feel better without that weight holding you. So I'm Shay
Right.
J. Bring it raw. It is what it is. Cause I got to go to sleep.
And most definitely. All
And I
right.
got
And
old.
most
We
definitely
got
I'm gonna
old. We
close
got
it with
old. Got to go to
I
sleep.
come all right, I'm gonna close it that. I commend you guys, and I commend people that do come out. That's your truth, and that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. Like I say, I'm cool with some things, and some things I'm not cool with. And can y'all make sure y'all tell y'all LGBTQ family not to come fuck with me?
Yeah, we will. We
Y'all
will.
stand down, stand down.
Yeah.
It was just a being, on
Our
both table sides
conversation.
there. So stand down. My
Right.
fam good. He good. He good for us.
All right. Thank you.
Just
So
don't
once
approach
again,
him. Don't try him.
y'all. Yeah, I got Miss Betty White with me tonight. Is the night. You know what I'm
Ah.
saying? So this another episode of the 056 Family Show. Thank you guys. Please support. And we're gonna be coming to you guys soon with some more things. But we got another topic that we're gonna talk about for our domestic violence. Um that's another topic to
Cool.
get into and be able to educate yourself and learn from this conversation, is because a lot of people is not learning from the conversation, and they go out here, then you get your head beat the fuck in. So that's what we here for. We here to shed light on things that need to be shared on. Once again, on that shit, I listen to Lil Boosie. But I love you guys. Good night and enjoy. Once again, this is your boy
Good
Shot Town
night.
at K coming to y'all with another hit. 056 Family Show. Shay J, Caramel Hayes, I love you. These my motherfucking sisters. This my family. And y'all disrespect them. Y'all disrespect me. Period.
And damn for
Regardless of
sure,
y'all
you come for your
decision,
bro, you come for me.
most definitely. And y'all got my full support on y'all journey. And we showing you guys nothing but love, support, peace, and prosperity. And y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.